Look. I represent the game in a way that can't be challenged, and delegate the comments of hate that can't be managed. I was told once, roll my shoulder like blunts and don't get touched, but my skin tough and thicker than Miss Biz butt. So guess what? I'ma talk my shit and just win once. Throw uppercuts and bone breakers, a needle and haystack with hate makers. I throw mines, don't hide behind my straight right. I show mine and show no the blow by the blow, bro. I blow mines.
How you out so cool?
Off net, up off. Yeah. Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what day it is. It's Taco Tuesday, baby. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz The Adult. All right, man, look at who we have here. Danny, what's going on with you? Loco 323, fool. What's going on with you? Whoops. All right, man. Look, first, I want to say this. The black. I have no sugar in this because I'm on an intermittent faster. That's it. So look. We have something very important to discuss today. I had a few of you guys reaching out to me talking about Fundura versus Lubin. Speaking on the drug testing, hit the Tyson bell. So apparently everybody is under the perception that there was no drug testing for Fundura versus Lubin. But there was a drug test. But it wasn't the random testing. And that's what everybody's concerned about. Hit the Tyson bell. So what we do have is the receipts. We're going to jump right into it. Ah! Lubin got beat down. That was a great fight, man. It was just warrior. Yeah, but he did, yeah. By definition, he got beat down. I do have my Errol the True Spence shirt on because this is fight week. This is a big one. We're gonna first discuss the random drug testing. Then we're going to discuss some Errol Spence, Ugas, and we're going to kind of recap what happened over the weekend at the Tyson bell. But let's jump right into it. Yeah, it was a great fight. So, I don't know. I was challenged on a few occasions. ShowBizz The Adult, you're not speaking on this. Everybody, hold on real quick. Everybody, you got to hit the like button for me for the one time. I don't see enough people in here. Everybody hit the like. Hit the like. Get those. Get the thumbs up. Hit the like. Get those. Get the thumbs up. Hit the like. Get those. Get the thumbs up. Hit the like. Get those. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the like. Get those. Are you wearing Canelo shirt for fight week? Why you ask that? Why aren't you asking if I'm wearing Shakur Stevenson or Katie Taylor shirt for fight week? Why are you focused on Canelo Alvarez? I don't know what's your problem. I don't have a shirt for every fighter, but I got this shirt made 4 years ago. So I happen to have it in my closet, so I pulled it out to wear it. Don't trip. All right. So what we do have is a statement from Mauricio Suleiman. You guys know that I'm close with the WBC, I'm close with the PBC, I'm close with Top Rank and ESPN. I'm close with a lot of these guys. It's Tyson Bell. And I do have discussions, right? Time and time again, I do have many discussions about boxing with a lot of these sources. But I don't bring them on. Right? If they want to come on at any time, they can. I have a platform. If they want to speak, they can. Other than that, I don't really go hunting people down for interviews. All right. But I did want to know the reason why there was no random drug testing for Fundura versus Lubin. and we have a statement. We have the receipts. We have a statement from Mauricio Suleiman, president of the WBC. Here's the receipt. Receipts, motherfucker! Always suspected you were challenged. Funny. Okay, so here's the receipt. Here's the official statement from Mauricio Suleiman.
Hello, my dear friend. There's a
Did he say dear? Ah! All right, no. That was an inside joke. He knows. He knows the whole dear shit. But anyway, let's do this again. All right, he's trying to turn the knife a little bit, but let's do this again.
Hello, my dear friend. There's a misunderstanding in public and some media. There is always anti-doping test after the fight. Every single WBC championship fight has mandatorily to have an anti-doping test. The clean boxing program, which the WBC pays for and has been working for the last 6 years, is a random testing, which is expensive and which cannot cover the whole world. Some fights are contracted also by the promoters to have out of competition testing, but also it is very expensive. So not every title fight has the 2-3 months prior to the fights testing, and that is nothing wrong. The rule says anti-doping test after the fight. Everything else is efforts from the WBC, from boxing commissions, from promoters to keep boxing clean and to have that system of doing random testing. So I hope one day people can understand there is nothing wrong. Fundora or PBC or no one did nothing wrong, because the extra testing is just additional to the rules.
Ha! Hit the Tyson bell. Jackie! Okay, so what do you all think? Did y'all see? There you go. You look at the war room. There's people making comments that's not about what they heard. Those are the same people that will go everywhere and start speaking on it. Right? That's why people got to listen. Got to listen. Let me see. Put some respect on Fundura. Yeah, go to ShowBizTheAdult.com. Hit the Tyson bell. Uncle Bill's in the war room. He is right. Okay, so let me break it down for you. Like it's best. Hopefully you guys heard it yourselves. We talking facts Friday. Yeah. Hopefully you guys heard it yourselves and have already digested it. But I'm going to elaborate on it. All right. Basically, what Mauricio Suleiman said was, according to the rules, there must be drug testing post-fight, which Fundura and Lubin had. I don't know why people focus on Fundura. Lubin too. So Fundura and Lubin, I know everybody always go after the top dog, the one who won, but a loser can cheat too. So Fundura and Lubin, all right, they both had drug testing after the fight. That's the rules. Hit the Tyson bell. But random drug testing, that has to be, that's optional. And it has to be secure. Now, the WBC, they do have the clean boxing program, and they're with VADA. But that random drug testing is optional. But it's not on the WBC. It's on the promoters. It's on the promoters. And what he's saying is random drug testing is expensive. So it's on them. Now, we have been hearing that the PBC did not have random drug testing for Charlo and Castillo. Charlo was complaining about that, right? Jamel Charlo. It looks like there was no random drug testing. No, there was no, not even looks like, there was no random drug testing for Fundura and Lubin. Hit the Tyson bell. There's no random drug testing for Errol the True Spence and Ugas. And like Tia said, it makes sense. You want to know why? Because I remember Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder paying for his opponent's random drug testing. He said, "Oh, it's too expensive. I'll pay for it." Remember, Wilder was an advocate of fighters fighting clean. Wilder said, Castaño, my bad, not Castillo. I meant Castaño. Wilder said, if it's too expensive, I'll pay for it, right? So that lets you know the rules states that there should be testing after the fight. So everybody abide by the rules. I remember that. Yeah, nobody broke the rules. Now here, it's all PBC fights. More proof that PBC is going broke. Good argument. Okay, well, I don't care about if they're going broke or not, right? PBC, you guys know that I'm friends with PBC, but I don't count the money of people I'm friends with. I don't give a damn, okay? But I'm gonna say this. They did not pay for the random testing. If you're guilty automatically because the PBC didn't pay for the random testing, that's on you. Bottom line, everybody abided by the rules. Okay? Everybody abided by the rules. I do want to say this though. When my man said that is evidence that the PBC is going broke, I don't think so. I don't think that that's evidence that the PBC is going broke. But what I do think is if I am a businessman, from a businessman's perspective, which I can speak on business, I have a master's in business association. A lot of times I don't speak on things I haven't studied, right? I don't really speak on the drug testing that much because I haven't studied it. That's not my profession. I don't know shit. I can speak on, hey, this doesn't make sense to me. Of course it wouldn't. You haven't gained that sense or that knowledge. Okay? So a lot of times, a lot of people just got to sit back and listen. But as a businessman, from a business perspective, should the PBC pay for random testing? Let me ask you guys in the war room. What do you think? We know what you meant, Biz. Oh, thank you so much, brother. Should the PBC pay for random testing? What do you think? Great answer, ShowBizz. Yep. Yes. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, absolutely. Sure. After Oscar's T, a lot of suspicion in boxing. Yes, they should. Now, do you understand why they don't, though? Let's roll around with this thought a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's speak the facts on Taco Tuesday. Just a little bit. For sure? Okay. Who is the #1 boxer in the world who makes big money that every casual know? Who is that fighter? Who is that fighter? Who is that fighter? The biggest fighter in the world, Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez does random testing. He was tested with Caleb Plant, about 10 damn times or something like that? Wasn't it 8 to 10 times that they agreed on him getting tested? And people still say he's a drug cheat and on steroids. So if people don't believe in the testing anyway, why pay for it? Huh? Nobody ever been tested more than Manny Pacquiao. Nobody in the history of the sport has been tested more than Manny Pacquiao. People still saying he's on steroids. So if people don't give it, that's why I always say, okay, that's the test. That's what happened. Fine. Because once you start shitting on the test itself, you start devaluing the test. You can't cry about them not taking the test. Pick one. Y'all think y'all uplifting and building the sport. You're tearing it up. You're tearing it up. And y'all think y'all building it. All the conspiracies, all the little things. Hey, this is this. This isn't this. No, this isn't real. Everything's a lie. Everything's a lie. Then I'm not rocking with it. If I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. If damned if I do costs money, then I won't. I am for the health of the fighters. I am for making boxing the #1 sport in the world. But when everything is a conspiracy, you ain't building it. You're just shitting on it and ripping it up. You're tearing it up. Now. So don't cry now. Don't cry now. No, the PBC ain't paying for it. Why? I can get tested 1,000,000 times. You think I'm on steroids anyway. Why do it? Why do it? Look, he never got caught. Canelo got caught. That's the difference. Yeah, Jay Grant, meaning that the test works. So if he hasn't got caught since, he ain't on steroids now, right? Wrong. People say he's still on steroids. Call him a drug cheat now. What's the point? What's the point? I don't either. I'm not talking about you. We talking about generally. When you are a businessman, you don't look at one person. Do you know how many people jump in my comments and tell me what I shouldn't be doing? ShowBizz, stop rapping. ShowBizz, don't cover UFC. ShowBizz, don't cover a video game. I'm not going to look at that one person. I'm looking at 107,000 subscribers. I keep gaining subscribers. I'm doing the right thing. I can't look at one person, and the PBC ain't looking at you, Jay Grant. They got to look at the masses. So if the masses are saying it anyway, why pay for it? Why pay for it? All people like to do is complain. But if you complain on the positive end and then get the darkness, you complain when the light is here, and then you get the darkness and you definitely complain then, at that point, there's no satisfying you. So I'm going to satisfy myself. Make sure I keep my money in my pocket. Video game was only like your 3rd episode. You've been here since the very beginning, BK. They don't know what they're talking about. But you too. But you do. You do. Sad facts. But it is sad. I said to myself when Mauricio Suleiman made that statement, don't think we weren't talking before. Don't think that was just the statement. All right. But when Mauricio Suleiman made that statement and said, my dear friend, do whatever you want with that statement. Go ahead. Put on your platform, whatever. Make that my official statement. Go ahead. I thought to myself, the confidence is the fact that we followed all the rules. So the rebuttal is, then we have to change the rules. The rebuttal to that is, why? Because we give a sample of what those rules can be 6 years ago. Random testing. People don't believe in a random testing anyway. They don't believe in it. Well, we're going to go the cheapest route. Yeah, he won fair and square. That's not the point is random testing. Okay? People think that there is a way to get around everything. If that's the case, I'm not paying for it. So we have to drop the issue. Is it a dead issue? War Room. Is it a dead issue? I'm not covering it again. Hey, on Taco Tuesday, I'm not covering it again. Is it a dead issue? Yes or no? Because I'm not covering it again. Yeah, Danny. It's a dead issue. It's a dead issue. Yep, Biz. I'm not a fan of Lifeless. I'm a big fan of ShowBizz The Gray. But I'm an undying subscriber of you, the trendsetter. Thank you so much, Hit the Tyson Bell. Thank you so much, my brother. A new member, baby. All cleared up. Look at Danny. All cleared. Let's roll. Well, you're right. You're right. You're right. We got to keep rolling. So let's move on to the receipts.
All right, War Room. I guess it's time for me to eat my crow. Yeah, that's right. I said Hamza Chimaev was just going to walk through Gilbert Burns and beat him in 1 round, 2 at the most. Well, the fight went decision. And I know I was supposed to feel bad or eat my crow, but on the contrary, I actually feel great. I feel great about Hamza Chimaev. There's a lot of things in that fight against Gilbert Burns that we just never seen before from him. Many questions were answered. Him taking a punch, him not being discouraged, him having the stamina and endurance to go 3 rounds with a top shelf fighter. And this statistic is everything to me. Look at everything that we found out about Hamza Chimaev. I see how he responds when he gets hurt. He just keep fighting. Knocked down, just keep clawing at it. I think Hamza Chimaev will be an all-time great fighter. And me expecting him to win in the first round would be less evidence. I think going the distance with Gilbert Burns is more evidence. We're looking at a Hall of Fame all-time great fighter, Hamza Chimaev. All right, room, goodbye. And eat I don't eat crow, I don't like it.
We found your weakness, boy. We found your weakness. You see how triggered he got at the end? Y'all see how triggered he got at the end? Huh? Eat, yeah, drink, crow, and still try to make himself look right? Lifeless. You are not on my level, son. Sit your ass down. You can hack me all you want. You're not on my level. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I was wrong all weekend. Yeah, I got the winners right. That's easy. I got the rounds wrong and how wrong. Eat that crow. Eat that crow. Okay, so let's talk about Errol the True Spence versus Yordanis Ugas. Everybody, if you haven't done it already, I'm about to start checking the likes. Hit the like.
Hit the like. Your fingers over here be like, there's nothing to hit the like. You know what you like.
He ain't roast Sully this time. No, he ain't roast you. He's scared. He's scared. All right, so yeah, let's talk about the big fish. You got that right, Jay Grant. Let's talk about the big fish. Errol Spence. We do have Twitter fingers coming up shortly. What all do we have? I just gotta make sure we have everything. Oh, I do want to show you guys this. No, actually, let's do Errol the True Spence. Let me show you guys the receipt. Receipts, motherfucker! Now, here's what Errol Spence had to say about Ugas.
His trainer did an interview where he was saying, they asked him, like, you know, how you gonna beat Spence? And he said, we're gonna use his strength as a weakness.
Sound good. It sound good
to get in there.
Yeah, like, it might go well for, first couple seconds that, he do it, but I feel like, once I figure out what he's doing and I can void it out and I make people strengths their weaknesses too. So, I can do it all. So it don't matter what you do. I'm like a Lamborghini, I can shift gears too.
Yeah.
Errol Spence, please, whatever you do, I hear what you're saying. You're absolutely right. But whatever you do, don't try to outbox Ugas. So please. I know what you do. I'm going to out-slug Porter, and I'm going to outbox Mikey Garcia, and I'm going to out-jab. Brother, please. Okay? All right? Because if you find yourself getting your ass whipped the way Kell Brook was whipping that ass at the beginning of that fight, brother, just scrappy. You don't have to prove anything to me. You don't have to prove anything to me. You don't have to prove anything to the war room. You don't have to prove anything to the boxing world. Try to get the victory. We ain't seen you in 5 years. Try to get the victory. Brother, I can shift gears and I'm a Lamborghini. Brother, no more sports car talk. No more exotic sports car talk. The Ferrari, you notice he say I'm like a Ferrari. You know what? Honestly, though, that's not a good joke either. That's not a good joke either. But brother, say you're like a Honda Civic. No more sports car talk. All right. But listen. No need to prove anything. Just try to get the fight in, because it'll be a rude awakening to find out that Ugas is better than you. If we all watch this Saturday and Ugas whips your ass and we find out that Ugas is better, we're going to be scared for Terrence Crawford too, because Ugas beat Terrence Crawford twice in amateurs. If we find out that Ugas is actually the best one, that'd be incredible. He beat Manny Pacquiao. And I know it's an old Manny Pacquiao, but it was a good fight. He beats Manny, mess around and beats Errol Spence, and then take on a guy that he whipped twice in amateurs. And Terrence Bud Crawford, that'd be scary. All right. So, Spence, listen. Throw your hands. Okay. But we do have some more receipts from Errol the True Spence. Errol the True Spence talking about Terrence Bud Crawford. Here we go.
The bad end of the stick with people saying you scared or you ducking.
A little bit by some people, but you know, it's two coin. You know, it's two sides to the coin. You know what I'm saying? If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. You know, it's definitely gonna happen. He with a group of people that my manager knows, so it's definitely gonna get talked about and see if it can happen. You know, probably gonna have 2-3 more fights at 147 and move on. I feel like, you know, I am the A side in the situation, but you know, like I said, you know, I'm willing to let some stuff go just to make the fight happen. You know, I'm willing to let some stuff go just to make the fight happen.
Do the Devin Haney. Do the Devin Haney. Do the Devin Haney. Do the... Woo! Yeah. Tiz, you hear me? Do the Devin Haney. Do the Devin Haney. I told you guys, it's about what's trending. Floyd Mayweather didn't purposely ruin boxing or anything. His impact, the way it was perceived and received by up-and-coming fighters, ruined it. But, like I said, things go like this. Once we start positively responding to people who take on all challengers, not people who do anything to stay undefeated, people who bet on themselves, take a step back to jump forward and send that message, right? People who fight 7 times in 2 years and send that message. The fighters will change accordingly, because no fighter wants to look like a chump. They will change. I told you guys about the past. I said, that's the past, bro. Didn't I tell you? I told you guys, that's the past, bro. We really think alike. Yes, we do. That's the message the real fans want. That's right. That's the past, bro. See, now Errol Spence is like, I'm willing to make some sacrifices to make the fight happen. I want the fight. I want you in the ring. Remember when Roy Jones said that to Tarver? Get him in the ring right now. He's talking. Get him in the ring right now. Remember when Andre was hollering at Charlo? Was calling Charlo's bluff? And they didn't do anything? Canelo, get the F out of here. Get the F out of here. Fight him. Back in the day, you talk junk, get him in the ring now. I can squeeze another fight in. I got a fight coming up. I can squeeze another one in. Fighters were fighting multiple times a month, talking about humans evolved. They were doing more than us. The thing is, humans ain't evolved. We're the same. We're the same damn human beings that in 1960, we ain't evolved that much. It takes thousands of years to evolve like that. We ain't evolved that much. If they can fight, if Sugar Ray Robinson can fight 4 times in February, y'all can fight 5 times in a year. Do the Devin Haney. Change things up a little bit. Trend something else. People who were talking how they were talking before the past, y'all were all about following the trend. Y'all couldn't tell that that was bad for the sport. But now y'all see that there's a different way of doing things. Y'all only came up with Floyd Mayweather era. Y'all don't know that there's different way of doing things. And the way we were talking about, oh, y'all old. I am old. I get it. But y'all old. That's not how we do things anymore. That's not true. All you need is the right person to champion the sport differently. One person could talk about money, but if another person talking about legacy and talking about whipping ass, right? You can have one person talking about money. If another person is Clubber Lane and he's trending, boxing changes. All you need is a different leader. Do the Devin Haney, bro. Let me see. Yo, what up, Biz? What's going on, bro? But it's Spence time now. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Humans have evolved. No. Let me tell you something. Okay, yes. But we evolved in different things. I'm talking about physically. We haven't. We were watching the fight. Mildred, you probably weren't around, okay? So I can't blame you. We were watching Triple G versus Murata, and I said, how futuristic does that look? Grab that fight and grab Joe Louis versus whomever. And does Triple G look futuristic? And no, he looked just like everybody else. You grab, look here, Mildred. The best fighters today, the best fighters you can think of, they fight old school. Floyd Mayweather fights old school. He doesn't fight futuristic. Iron Mike Tyson was trained by Cus D'Amato to fight an old school way, even had black trunks and black shoes with no socks. Was he doing something futuristic? No, he was doing something from back in the day, old school. The best fighter you can get is an old school style fighter. When you look at Terrence Bud Crawford, they call him old school. When you look at James Toney, they call him old school. Bernard Hopkins, old school. And those are the guys who dominate. I'm talking about in the ring. We may have evolved with tablets, but physically, we've gotten weaker. We sit down more. It is what it is. America has gotten fatter. You call that evolution? Come on, man. We sit down more. We sit down more. This is Taco Tuesday. This is the Taco Tuesday. Let me see. Can you imagine Clubber Lang saying, I pity the fool who don't get a 60-40 split? These kids, man. Black coffee. You'll get it. You'll get it. You're not wise enough yet, but you're wise enough. You'll get it. You'll get it. You'll get it. What I want to show you guys real quick. No. Hold on. I'm not done with my rant. But Errol the True Spence doing the Devin Haney. Get on board, Spence. It looks like you're getting on board. Another thing is this, though. Another thing is this. That Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence, honestly, just wasn't ready yet. Errol Spence was trying to collect all the titles in the PBC before fighting for the undisputed big mega fight against Terrence Crawford. They were treating it as a business. They were treating it as a business. But when you do stuff like that, you can pull a Keith Thurman, mess around, get injured. He got injured twice, flung from a Ferrari, got his retina detached. That could have stopped everything. Do you understand the laser beams we hopped over? That lets you know when you drag shit out, tomorrow isn't promised. But that's what they were trying to do. They were gambling that Errol Spence doesn't get hurt, that Terrence Crawford doesn't get hurt, that they don't take a loss. That's what you can mess up that way. But I get what they were trying to do. If Errol Spence never got hurt in the Ferrari or never got his a detached retina, they would have fought already. They would have fought already. We're probably looking at our rematch. Let me see. Ninja, what's up? What up, ShowBizz? Giving the Warrior truth. Jordan Shields, Tiger Williams, sisters, and the other changed the path, and others followed. 100%. Sometimes an athlete can change it for what suits them, what's better for them, but it's not necessarily best for the environment. Sometimes that's the case. That's why men shouldn't follow men. They really shouldn't. You should make your own path. But since that's how it is, most people are followers, they're very little leaders, then that's how we got to go. Things trend. We go with the waves. Okay? All right. So, I do want to show you guys this receipt. I want you guys to take a look at Katie Taylor. Man, there is a extremely good chance that Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor is a better fight than Shakur Stevenson versus Oscar Valdez. There's a very good probability that eyeballing, watching the fight, Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano is going to be more entertaining to watch. There's a very good, I'll tell you this, it's a more important fight. Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano is a more important fight than Shakur Stevenson versus Oscar Valdez. But there's a chance that it's a better fight to watch too. I think it will be. I just let me see. She sound like Canelo hitting the pass. Damn. She looks like she's gonna hurt herself. She's gonna hurt herself. I don't see that. She's looking good, man. Yeah. When top 5 pound for pound fighters fight each other, do either of them drop from the top 5? Yeah, yeah, that can happen. It all depends on who's breathing down their necks. If there is somebody right behind you and you lose and you don't have any titles, the person right behind you can't. It all depends on the top 10, how close people are in the top 10. Errol Spence is probably ranked in as far as men pound for pound. Errol Spence is probably ranked about 6. Right? Beating Ugas probably wouldn't even be enough to put him in top 5. But he's so right there that if anybody slip at all, he can mess around and jump to 3. Errol Spence got one of the better resumes in the world. He does. As welterweight, he's pretty high. Taylor versus Serrano pay-per-view. I think it is. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I haven't even checked it out. I just know I'm going to get it anyway. All right. So here we go. Here we go. I think you guys are ready. Let's Twitter fingers. Twitter finger. All right. AB is trash now. Funny. Okay. Mayor Eric Johnson in Dallas said, for the huge Spence Ugas showdown on Saturday, I am officially proclaiming April 16, 2022 as Errol the True Spence Jr. Day in Dallas. Damn. Well, I guess we now know how big Errol Spence is in Dallas. This boy got a day, April 16th. I should start celebrating it. I should start celebrating. Next year, April 6th, it's Errol the True Spence Jr. Day. Looking forward to watching Errol Spence Jr. fight to unify the titles in our city, in his corner, City of Champions. Hey, I'll tell you this. If Ugas wins, that'd be hilarious. That's a lot of pressure on Errol Spence. That could make Errol Spence perform worse. That's a lot of pressure. Golly, that's a lot. Is Errol the True Spence Jr. Day? April 1st is Adrian Broner Day. All right, let's move on. This is from Clarissa Shields. Every punch and every workout I do starting today is going towards sending Savannah Marshall into retirement in the summer. I'm going to make Miss Knockout Puncher quit. Watch. Which is why I have Clarissa Shields in my top 5 pound-for-pound fighters, all inclusive. This is the biggest fight for Clarissa Shields that she can possibly make. You can't make a fight. There's nobody else that's big enough to make this fight. And Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall are getting it on in their prime. They're not trying to drag it out so you can have this, I don't know, this bait in front of you through her whole career. They're not trying to drag it out. No, the time is now. We ain't worried about later. And that's why that mentality right there, sheesh, puts Clarissa Shields in my top 5, top 3 pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Because I need everybody to have that mentality. They're not dragging that out. They could easily Pacquiao Floyd this. Easily. If whoever wins this, there's no fighter ahead of them that's a threat for them. This is it. This is it. And they're doing it right now. Retirement. Come on now. No. Talk your talk. Talk your talk. If you dislike somebody, no need to love them. No need to be fake. No, I'm going to beat the hell out you. Force you into retirement. No, talk your talk. Don't forget, man, this is violence. Let me see. Boxing is violence. This is it. Play that MJ. You got that right. My bad. This is it, and I ain't play MJ. You got that right. Sully, what are you waiting? Everything is working, fix me. So here we go. That is fake, though. No, you don't have that burning fire in your pit, right? So you can't relate to it. So you call it fake. I can relate to it. I understand the anger. Before I fought somebody, I've snapped. And I said, you ain't going to be the same after this. He was the same. After we fought, we were both the same. We actually shook hands like the next day. But in the moment, I was so angry, you ain't going to be the same after this. I'm taking a step back. You ain't going to be the same. You messed up, bruh. You messed up. And we had to fight, and we were both the same after. Little cut, little bumps, little bruises. So I understand that. She means that from the bottom. She means it. She probably won't be able to send Savannah Marshall to retirement. She probably won't even win the fight. But who comes like that? Right? Oh, let me see. And that's the black, no sugars. Love from Dubai. Much love to you. Right? Let me see. Biz must have been a horrible fighter. Yeah, because I didn't change somebody's life. Yeah, if you don't change somebody's life after every fight, you're a horrible fighter. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Erickson Hammer Lubin. Thank you to all my fans and supporters. I'll be back. Ain't no quit in me. I understand. Lord knows he made me special. Brother, you are special. Everybody. Another example of losing but winning. Losing but winning. Another example of losing but winning. It's the dog in the fight, and the fight in the dog. Look, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. When you look at Erickson Lubin and you look at his face, you feel that he should never fight again, right? You think that the structural damage is just too great. But he went to the doctor. I didn't go to the doctor with him. Whatever was said to him, he knows he'll be back. He probably want to fight Fundura again. And when his face was as tender as a smoked rib, he still dropped Fundura. What a warrior. You're right, Biz. Why are we attracted to boxing? Violence, plain and simple. Absolutely. Sadate. Tyson used to punch holes in walls. Yep. This generation probably do their taxes before fights. You feel what I'm saying? Sadate. Here's another thing that I want to say about Fundura. People saying that Fundura being 6'6", he's a weight bully. Terrence Crawford saying that he's cheating, right? It's like a video game. How many of you guys feel that Fundura shouldn't fight at 154? How many of you guys feel Fundura should not be fighting at 154 at 6'6"? Let me ask you guys this. Please, no more weight bully stuff, right? Legal violence, 100%. That's the best violence. He's a kid. Nah, he should. He's too big. I do not think so. He makes weight, so be it. It's a weight. There's a weight requirement, not a height requirement. Let me see. He should. If you make weight, you can fight wherever you want. He should be tighten weight. If you can, he should. Let me see. He's in his right. Real cheat code from B Poke. If he makes weight, let him be great. Feed him to Charlo. Well, Charlo would be feeding himself because Fundura wants him. All Charlo need to do is get past Castaño, and he'll feed himself. Let me see. Taco Tuesday. Fundura should fight at a weight that is more comfortable for him. I don't know how this is not. He's a real bony guy, naturally. Tyson is a huge heavyweight. He's making weight. Well, here's the thing. I'm coming from a different perspective. Take this into consideration. Isn't it spectacular to be in an era where you are watching a 6'6" junior middleweight, a 6'6" super welterweight? You're in an era where you can tell your kids, you can tell your grandkids, there was this fighter named Sebastian Fundura that was 6'6", 6'7" at 154. They're like, really? And you show footage of them. This is what legends are made of. When people show odd things, you've seen that in black and white. You just see some odd shit. Like, wow, man. How did that impact you? Oh, he was the greatest. Look at Herms. But this being spectacular and amazing and odd and one of one. Yeah, he wouldn't be an odd heavyweight, not today. But that's an odd 154-pound. The fact that he can do it, the fact that he looks like a praying mantis. Bony. Isn't that more of a discussion? I did a story on Fundura. I did a video on Fundura long time ago, and people are just now talking about him. BK, do y'all remember was it his debut? I did a story on Fundura 4 years ago when I started. Y'all remember that? Search it. I was talking about Fundura a long time ago. Yes, That video barely got any views. Now everybody's talking about him. But that's okay. That's okay. People are new on him. So, he must be cheating. We're new on him. This guy been doing this for a while. But bottom line, Paul Williams was the same thing. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. But was Paul Williams 6'6" at 154? Paul Williams was tall, but was Paul Williams 6'6"? I'm not saying the fact that you're tall. I'm saying the fact that you're a giant. You're 6'6" at 154. He became a problem. He was always a problem. That was one of my first videos. Yep, freak. A freak of nature. Wilt Chamberlain being a track star. What? Wilt Chamberlain 7 foot something being a track star? Wilt Chamberlain is doing sky hooks from the 3-point line. I wish I was around to see Wilt. High jump, long jump champion, bench pressing 400 and something pounds, lifting a car, scoring 100 points. He got over 70 NBA records. He holds over 70 NBA records. Don't you want to see something spectacular? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Okay, so let's move on. This is from Boxing Scene. Yeah, he was 6'4". I'm saying 6'6". That's weird. No more call-outs. This is what Garcia has to say. No more call-outs. My fans don't want to hear me talk about fights that might not happen. Let me say it again. Garcia said, no more call-outs. My fans don't want to hear me talk about fights that might not happen. I'm for it. I'm behind him. If I was Garcia, I'd be done with a lot of shit. Garcia don't even look like he used to. He used to be a smiling dude. Now his eyes are dark. He hates the world. Tattoos everywhere. He looks dark, man. You see him walk out against Tago, you see how he looked like a machine. He looked like he has no more life. Everything is deaded. It was taken from him. He's the lifeless. I'll be done with everything. I'll be done trying to appease fans. I'll be done with everything. Trying to get boxing hype. Man, I would be a robot. Next person to kill, get him out of there. I ain't got nothing to say. Everybody's getting wrecked. That's all I'll be on. Fans got something, I'll turn fans off. I would turn all fans off. Right? Let me see. Then he put on glasses and bounced after the fight. Yeah. Then he put on glasses like a big nerd. It's hilarious. Ryan the Lifeless. Dude got to stop talking and fight. There you go, Mildred. Mildred telling you what you need to do. That's how fans are. I can tell you what you need to do. People do that to me all the time. ShowBizz, stop this, stop this, stop this. All the stuff that people told me to stop doing are all the things that makes me special. Be like everybody else, Biz. So that's what the fans do. Stop this, stop that. I wouldn't even try to appease the fans, bro. I'll be done. I'm just coming out here and knock people out. He did it to himself. Yeah, he did. He was trying to appease the fans, right? Oh, now I'm gonna fight Pacquiao. I'm gonna be the star I always wanted to be. Come to find out, people don't give a damn. If it falls through, you're the blame. So don't say anything. I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't say anything. All right, let's move on. We run out of time. I wouldn't say anything. Bring up Pitbull Cruz, none of that. Just the next fight, bam, I'll be Wilder. Wilder don't say anything. Next fight, boom, gone. I wouldn't say jack. Eddie Hearn, we would certainly be looking to pursue Gervonta Davis extremely aggressively if he was in the position where he was no longer under contract. Here we go. Eddie Hearn is saying we'll pursue him if he's no longer under contract, meaning as long as Gervonta Tank Davis is with TMT, we can't get him to cross-platform fight. That's how it sounds. We want Ryan Garcia versus Tank Davis. It's not going to happen as long as he's with TMT. Now, if he's no longer under contract, we can get Gervonta Tank Davis to have these fights. But we can't even discuss it or talk about it as long as he's under contract. What did De La Hoya say? I would like to sign him so he can fight Ryan Garcia. But as long as he's with TMT, we're not getting the fights. All right. Michael Benson, he tweeted, Alexander Usyk lost 22 pounds in a single week after Russia invaded Ukraine. His wife, Katerina, has revealed in a new interview. So we don't know what goes on in the soul of these fighters, especially when you're dealing with what you're dealing with. Usyk went to Kyiv to defend Ukraine and lost 22 pounds there. The depression is real. People are asking why he's getting the hell out of there. Why he's getting the hell out of there? Who knows? Who knows what he's been dealing with? Look, let me take a mental health break. Let me fight AJ. Let me get back to some sanity. And I'll send some money over there. Or I'll go back after. Who knows? It's easy to say from your couch what somebody should be doing over there. That dude went over there and lost 22 pounds in 1 week. 22 pounds. Who knows the sobbing tears he had? He hasn't came up in war. He's a boxer going to war. Who knows the shaking, uncontrollable crying he went through of depression? That boy said, okay, so George Kambosos Jr., 25 plus rounds deep and engine like no other, June 5th. He's talking about fighting Devin Haney. He's gone 25 plus rounds. Let me see. BS Master, what's your pound for pound criteria? Hit the Tyson bell. We can cover it. We can cover that. Let me see. Loma going to come back and destroy everyone. I don't even know. I don't know. Who knows? You know, he may come back and take a L like nobody's business, and you're going to be the same guy saying, well, he did come back from a war, right? So we don't. All right, here we go. Errol Spence. Tune-ups are for people unsure of themselves. Me, I'm a big fish. Well, Errol Spence, we're not expecting anything after Ugas but Terrence Crawford. Okay, you can't. Everybody keep this tweet. Ugas, then Terrence Crawford, then Boots. Because he said he may have 3 fights, then Boots. Let me see what else we have. Let's see. Shakur Stevenson. He says, under 3 weeks from the biggest moment of my life, and I'm more than ready. Wow. He knows it's the biggest moment of his life. Okay, so before I go, wait. And really, those were the Twitter fingers. Twitter fingers. Yeah. My man said he proved it. But that's how he has to be consistently. So he is proving it. And then after Ugas, fight Terrence Crawford. After Terrence Crawford, fight Boots. Boots is going to be his IBF mandatory, I think, right? If Boots wins his fight against the War Machine. If Boots beats the War Machine, he's the IBF mandatory. He's number 1. Fight Boots. So before I go, And then go up to 154, fight Fundura, bro. Like Spence versus Fundura at 154. Brother, Fundura body. Hey, hold on. Can you imagine Spence versus Fundura at 154? It'll be uppercuts against rib shifters. We have to see who's left standing. Errol Spence will be like, this is perfect eye level at his ribs. I'm throwing everything. But the uppercuts, it's hard to sit down on rib shot. All right. Let me see. ShowBizz, you're going to get Errol hurt. Relax, Biz. No. Errol is way stronger than me. He's way tougher than I don't think there's anything I can say from my chair that can get Errol Spence hurt. That boy's been fighting since a kid. That dude's made out of this brick wall behind him. I don't know the half of it. There's nothing I can say to get that guy hurt. There's nothing I can say to get any of these guys. Ah! Keep my wife's name out your mouth. Flex on him. See? Pow. What up, Biz? I've been missing your lives for a minute, dude. I'm happy you're here today. Let me see. I've been grinding out my new company. Go ahead, brother. The big word is grinding. The second big word is new. Y'all can't get anywhere without grinding. I've been blessed, so I want to come back and bless you. Keep killing them, bro. Positive energy, bro. You do good when you feel good. So everybody got to work on themselves. Get very, very selfish. Work on yourself. That's the only way you can give. So, like he said, look, I want to bless you because I feel blessed. So he worked on himself, grinded out, feeling good. And then you can exert that energy. When you see a bunch of negative energy, they haven't been working on themselves. You just focus on yourself, new company, grinding it out, doing great things. You know what? Bless you, brother. Much love to you. Thank you so much. King Kong! My man, Marlon. Let me see. Garcia. Okay. So, my criteria, real quick, for pound. Damn. I guess the obvious things. Freak! Thank you so much. I guess the obvious things, right? What have you done for me lately? Your resume lately? Say! Biz, Dennis says, I grind in my sleep. Yeah, real one. Biz, Dennis said, I grind. The obvious, what have you done for me lately? So your resume lately. Skills, right? Fighting ability and skills. Accolades, your achievements, right? What else? Those may be the major things. Your resume lately. Your skills. And your achievements. Is that about it? Really? Because I remember Ring Magazine listing 5 things, and all 5 of those things made sense. What weight did Will Smith fight Chris Rock? Right? Well, here's another thing. How great are you? Yeah, how great are you amongst your peers and impact? That's another thing. Those are, yeah, you got impact, right? How you've impacted the boxing culture. And how great are you amongst your peers? Right? Case in point. Tiz, listen to this. How great you are amongst your peers. Listen to this. People think Canelo Alvarez takes on weak opponents. They think Canelo Alvarez takes on guys he know he can beat. Right? That right there is how great you are amongst your peers. Caleb Plant hasn't lost, only to Canelo Alvarez, and he was a champion. Bivol, he's fighting guys who are champions who are undefeated. So they are hard to beat for everybody else. But for Canelo, they're easy. That means you're great. When you look at the fighters themselves, nobody else are beating those guys. Those guys are champions. But for Canelo, they're easy. So you must be great. You must be great. Go up to light heavy biz. That's a great point. 100%. That's why I say that Canelo haters are his biggest fans. Because I think Canelo's human. I don't even put him on that level to be like him versus Bivol is easy work. I think he's a human being. He'll knock out Makabu. I'm like, man, right? Same thing with Pacquiao fans. I was like, dude, I'm like, dude, that guy is old and he's small. I think he's human. But if Canelo is fighting guys that we don't even know, we don't know who will win between Caleb Plant and Charlo. We don't know who will win between Caleb Plant and Charlo. But Canelo is ducking Charlo to fight Caleb Plant for undisputed. That mentality right there lets you know how great he is. We don't know who will win between Caleb Plant and Benavidez. We don't know. We don't know. Benavidez versus Bivol. We have no idea. But if every fighter you fight is a cherry pick, but a good fight for everybody else, you must be great. So thank you guys so much for showing up and showing out. Don't forget, Relevnt. That's right. Hit the link in the description box. Join me on Relevnt. A lot of you guys been getting busy on Relevnt. I've been seeing you guys. I'll be going live maybe tomorrow on Hump Day. I have some stuff to do later today. I'll be going live tomorrow on Hump Day. Bye. ShowBizz The Adult. Don't forget, right before you leave, hit the link in the description box. Go over to Relevnt. We got over 300 members now. So thank you guys so much. And this week, we guys got to do the breakdown, Errol, Spence, and Ugas. We got to do an official breakdown. You guys know I'm going to have to show you guys the receipts and do all those things. All right? I'm out. Great show.